Hello YouTube. Okay, this is going to be a video on my startup RC repair kit. It's kind of an everything kit. So I suggest if you're new to this is for newbies. If you're experienced, you're probably not going to get anything out of this video, except maybe you can give me some tips. So I put this Rubbermaid tub together to try and keep everything together as far as repair stuff, tools that you need, extra parts. I mean, you could spend hundreds on just parts alone, but so I just wanted to show you some of my basic stuff that I got for a toolkit for repairs, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to go through the whole tub. I'm just going to pull out some of the most important things just starting out, and the first thing for me would be this little light. I got a set of these, I think they're on Amazon, 2000 lumens. I think they were just under 30 bucks. I'll put everything down in the description. It's a really bright light. It's got a dim, don't really need the strobe, but it's adjustable. So light, when you're working on your cars, you definitely need some light. And then the next thing I got was, this is a really important thing, is this little 500 piece screw kit from Amazon, and it's 20 bucks, and the little foam pieces that are in here I put in here. It doesn't come like this. When you get this thing, sadly, there's nothing holding everything in place, so you end up having to sort the 500 pieces, because by the time you get it, most of the pieces are out of the box into the shipping box, and then the rest in here, they're all completely mixed up together. But it's an amazing kit for 20 bucks. You get a wide variety of stuff. I've already dipped into this a couple times for my repairs. They've worked on my little cars. They've worked on my bigger cars. So far it's definitely worth the money. You can see right here already, they have these little plastic dividers, and they're not down all the way, and they won't stay down. So that's another thing I would suggest, is gluing them in place, because they keep popping up, and when they do, everything gets mixed together again. So far I've only really been having a problem with it on that top one, so that'll be something I'm fixing here. But anyways, I'll probably just get a piece of felt. It'll be easier. I put these in there for now, but you get a nice wide variety of screws, different lengths and everything, and it's hard to see on here, but on all the screw heads, they give you the measurements, so when you're taking them off your car, you can match them up. And then, so you got little tiny wheel nuts. I suggest you buy extra for whatever size is on your vehicle. But this was nice because I started out with 112 cars. There's a couple different sizes in there. And then there's all kinds of washers and gaskets and rods, and the little, I forgot what they call these little tiny screws, grub screws I think they're called. But the pins, for sure, the pins came in really handy, because I've lost those right off the bat. And I've thrown some extras that I had in here too as well. So this is definitely essential. I've already dipped into it. It's worked great. My JLB Cheetah actually was missing 2 screws on the bottom metal plate. I don't know why. That'd be another tip I would have, is when you get those cars, is to, especially when they're coming from China and they're being shipped on a boat and bounced around and everything else and kind of rushed, put together. Some things were missing screws, some things were barely even screwed on, like the shocks. I was surprised they were only like a thread or 2 in, so I had to go over the whole car. That's probably why I had problems when I first got it. But I think this is called Legendary. I could be pronouncing it wrong, because it's spelled a little differently. I got this directly from their site. Amazon sells this as well, but at the time I think Amazon wanted like $114 for this kit, and I got it on sale directly at their site for $89 shortly before Christmas. Currently they're all sold out. They do come in red and black. I'm sure you can pick these up other places, especially if Amazon sells it. This is a really nice kit though for the money. It's nice quality tools, and you get a really nice set of tools. Also, as a free gift, which was in this pocket, was a card for, they give you 100 free pins and a stand, an adjustable stand, so you can adjust the height and everything to work on your vehicles. Nice scratch guards here. It's got a little tape measure there, inches and centimeters. So I put that together, so that was in here as well. So as far as this kit goes, this is just an awesome kit. You got for making holes in your body for different measurements. That works out really nice. And then you've got all different kinds of hexes and wrenches. You got a little X-Acto knife here with extra blades. So that's really nice. Not sure what this is. Oh, it's another type of some kind of cutter. Man, these things are extremely sharp. So you got another cutter there. Oh, you can change them out. Okay, cool. These are the handles for the two different cutters, so that's cool. And then you got shock pliers. It's a nice complete set for when you're just starting out. That's why I got it. I really liked it. It's got a set of curved scissors. It's got your wheel lug nut wrench, and it's got a bunch of different measurements on there. And you got a magnetic parts tray. Really nice. It's in the bag, so it's not really going to stick. And then you've got a toe-in, toe-out tool. Some little Allen keys. Those were felt things that came out from the holes here. I saved them in case the little pads on the bottom ever wear out. I have something to throw down there. And then you've got a nice set of curved, not exactly sure what that tool is or what it's for, but maybe you guys can tell me. But anyways, whatever it is, if I need it, it's in here. And then you got a nice pair of little cutters and a nice pair of needle nose pliers. And these are nice because they're all spring mounted, so you're not messing around with them. They're open. Really nice quality set. I like it. So far I've used it. I've done quite a few repairs on my vehicles, swapping parts out, or adding stuff I like, or repairing stuff I damaged. And this set is great. The only thing I don't like about this set is on the ends here they have these black plastic caps, and they're not on all of the tools. They're only on some of the tools. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So all of the hexes have them. And the problem with them too is they pop off all the time. So it's a pain in the butt. They just constantly come off. I'm usually catching myself going like this, trying to use them as a spinner. But they come off all the time. I don't like it. And they don't have them on any of the wrenches, which I thought was a little weird and inconsistent to have them on everything else, but not your wrench set. So other than that, I like it. The quality of the tools are nice. They're easy to grab. They're easy to hold on to. I haven't had any problems with them stripping out hexes or anything. As long as you make sure you really got it in there seated properly. So it works great. I love this set. Glad I bought it. It was definitely worth the price. I was kind of hesitant at first because it cost so much. Especially when you're just starting out, that's kind of expensive. But if you're really going to get into this hobby and you're going to be buying, you're going to be repairing your stuff all the time. So whether it's a big car or little car, really won't matter. So, okay. So I'm happy with that. So that was a great set. And then this is another kit that I bought. And I've already used this. And it's a solder kit. I'll show it to you in a second. When I took out those first two 1/12 size cars with my friend at the park, we were racing in the parking lot, and we kind of slammed into each other head on. And I got hit so hard in the vehicle I was driving, not only did it throw the battery out of the vehicle, but it ripped the connection off, so it broke the solder. So I kind of jerry-rigged it to play with it the rest of the time, but so I had to invest in a solder kit, and this is by Pulsivo, whatever. Okay, so now this is just a really generic, really inexpensive kit. Hopefully I'm not going to need to be soldering on a regular basis. But I like this kit because it was only 27 bucks and it comes with a lot of stuff. Even though it's cheap stuff, at least it comes with a lot of different stuff. So you do get, there's a little bit of extra wire, but you know, the gauge on this wire is really, really, really thin stuff. So I would probably need some thicker stuff, but at least it was something. It'll work on those 112 cars. You know, it comes with electrical tape. It comes with different fittings for the soldering iron. I mean, this is a cheap set. It's a cheap soldering iron, but it's got replaceable different size tips, and it's got an adjustable temperature on it, so it's not just a fixed one. So for a cheapy ass unit, I thought it was a pretty good deal. You get solder wick, and you get your soldering iron, and then I like that you got the shrink wrap too, the heat shrink stuff for after you're done soldering to cover up your connections, and they come in all different sizes. That was a really nice addition. Liked it. It worked out really well for me, my first repair. Though I haven't soldered anything since I was a little kid, so it's a perishable skill if you don't do it, so I have to learn how to do it again. And then it came with this solder in here, just pocket travel size stuff. Not sure if it has any resin in it or not, but I don't know. It worked okay for what I was doing. And then you get a pair of cheapy cutters, but again, they're spring loaded, so that's something. They're relatively sharp for what they are. Okay. Then you get this is like an electronics soldering kit, but I figured same thing. So they gave you a little circuit board. I don't know, maybe that's to practice on. And then this weird little cheapy cutter, splitter, wire stripper type thing. Again, for what it is, it's alright. It came with a little thing to show you how to put the little solder stand together, which is this over here, the plates underneath here. And this is a desoldering gun. I'm like, what the heck is that? I have no idea. Well, when you break the connection, all the buildup of the old solder on whatever you're doing, you need to get that out of there and replace it. So this thing's kind of cool. You push it in, push a button, and it sucks it up out of the way. So that was kind of interesting to learn. Here's the cables for the multimeter here. It's just a cheap multimeter, but it'll work in a pinch. There's some soldering paste. And then this was kind of neat when I first seen it. It's a little miniature screwdriver set. The only problem is mine is missing half of the bits that are supposed to come with it. Somebody must have rated it. I only got the standard. All the Phillips pieces are missing. But it's alright. Amazon was cool. They deducted like $6 for that. So it only cost me like $20 for this kit. And then up here was some little random tools that came with it. Little Phillips, little standard, and a little wrench to put the solder stand together. Here's your little sponge for the solder stand. A little cheap, really cheapy ass X-Acto knife junk. But it did come with a nice set of tweezers. You got a nice curve set of pointy tweezers, and then really pointy tweezers, but you got 2 sets of tweezers, so that was nice. Again, for a cheapy kit, it's pretty comprehensive, especially if you're just starting out. Then there's the stand and for the solder to hold the iron while you're working. So all in all, you know, especially with the discount for the missing pieces, you know, 20 bucks for that. For me, it's totally worth it. You know, even just for the iron, the heat shrink, and the cheapy multimeter, at least it's something to start out with. But this is pretty nice, comprehensive, inexpensive kit for what it is, and for me, it'll work for now. You know, if you do a lot more soldering, a lot more repairs, you know, then maybe you'll want something a little better down the road. But this is a nice little travel kit, and it works for my needs, you know, and everything's in there, ready, set, ready to go. So you got your soldering iron, you got your car stand, your hand tools, and your screws to get you started in some light. So that's a pretty good start. I also did buy, I bought a little mini cast iron vise to hold things while I'm soldering them. I did see that they have those ones with the little roach clips, you know, to hold all the wires for you. Some of them are pretty cool. They look like octopuses, and they have like 8 or different arms, so you can hold all kinds of stuff. You know, so down the road, what you need. I had this this little plastic box I got from Menards hanging around. I think I got it for a fishing kit, because I'm learning how to fish again too. Try to everything fun outside. So I had this empty box sitting around. I thought, well, I could turn this into, you know, holding some stuff. Keep everything separated, little odds and ends pieces here and there. Some of the cars, when you buy them, they come with extra stuff like pinion gears or spur gears or body clips or ways to hook up 2 batteries in one car, one line. So I kind of kept that together too, and a little bit of cleaning stuff to clean off the car and stuff. So this is just a starter kit, you know, just something basic, cheap, throw together to try and help do some repairs when you can, you know, depending on what it is that you break. And so far, you know, I got my Cheetah, bought a JLB Cheetah, and I broke it right out the gates. And so I learned, whenever you do that, because the parts are so cheap and sometimes it takes a while to get them, I don't buy one part anymore. I buy 2 or 3. So that way, you know, chances are if you broke it once, there's a good chance you might break it again. So I've been trying to do that within reason, you know, depending on how much the stuff costs. But when you're talking $2 and $3 parts, it's like, hey, I'll buy 3 of them. That way I'm all set. I'm trying to learn from you guys too, upgrading parts. You know, like some 8 arms are better than others, or some tie rod ends are better than others. So I'm learning as I go. But this is my little starter repair kit. Tell me what you think. I know I'm missing tons and tons of stuff, and I'm picking it up as I can. I got a charger, a good charger, a balanced charger, and some other tools and stuff. But I'm not going to go through everything that's in the tub. There's repair manuals in there and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to show you how I'm starting out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the next video.